Hello 9th standard. Today we will revise our chapter 18. The name is Statistics. Before starting the exercise, we have to learn about the main points of this chapter. So, the first one is data. What do you mean by data? Data means a collection of information in numerical form. Many times you have observed this thing. People, they come to your house also and they ask how many persons are there in your family, then boys, girls, below 18, like this. So that whole information is known as data. Now data is also in two forms. One is raw, one is arrayed. Raw data means when the information is collected and it is not arranged. That is called raw data. Arrayed data means when the collected information is arranged in any of the order, in ascending or descending order. If it is arranged in ascending or descending order, then the data is called array data. Now the next one is variable. A quantity which can vary from one individual to another is called variable. What do you mean by that vary? Vary means different. In your class, if you say there are 30 students or 40 students, and if you ask their height, what you will get? Is it same? No. Every student is having their different height, so that is the variable. Means a quantity which can different from one individual to another one, that is called variable. Now tabulation of data. We have collected data in form of row, then we have arranged them in any of the order. If we make a group, or if we have visited 4 or 5 families, the person whoever is collecting the information, he has visited 4 or 5 families. So if for family A there are 3 boys and 2 girls, then total children 5. For family B there are 1 boy, 1 girl, so total family members, so total children are here 2. So like this representation is known as tabulation of data. Now next one is frequency. Frequency means it is a number which tells how many times does a particular data appear in a given set of data. It means if a test is organized in your class of 10 marks, so everybody will not get the same marks and everybody will not get a different also. If I ask in the class how many are getting 5 marks, so whoever is getting, they will raise your hands. Then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 5 or 6 students, they are getting 5 marks. Similarly, how many are getting 7 marks? Again, the students who are getting 7 marks, they will raise up their hands. I will count, and like this we can find out frequency. Understood? Next one, frequency distribution. When like this, first we find frequency, and that we have changed in a form of table, that is known as frequency distribution table. Now frequency distribution table, that is also of 2 types. One is inclusive, one is exclusive. After making the table, if the upper limit, now what is upper limit? If you make group like this, that there are tests of 50 marks, 0 to 10, how many students are scoring? 5. 10 to 20 marks scored by 6 students, and 20 to 30 marks scored by 5 students. Like this we make a table, and this, if the upper limit, we have 2 boundaries here. This is called lower limit, this is upper limit. If the upper limit of the first interval is equal to the lower limit of the second, then it is exclusive. Or inclusive? Exclusive. When it is not same, not coincide, then it is inclusive. So like this, there are 2 types of frequency distribution. Now next one, class interval. Means when we make a group of, that means 0 to 10, whoever is getting till 10 marks, they will be included in this group. Next one, if it is like this, 11 over 11 and 20, then 21 and 30, like this. Means whoever getting more than 10, they will come in this group. Who is getting more than 20, they will come in next group. So like this is class intervals. Now class limits. Means in a class interval, the left hand side group is known as lower limit and the right hand side is known as upper limit. So they both together make class limits. Now adjustment. We have to see, whenever you are calculating, you have to match the upper limit of first class to the lower limit of the next one. If they are not same, we have to make them same to find actual class limits. So what we will do, we have to do adjustment for this. How to find adjustment? We will take the difference. 11 minus 10, what will come? 1. Now we are taking difference of 2, so we divide it by 2. What we will get? We get 0.5. To find, this is known as adjustment. To find actual class limits, what we will do? We will take this 0.5, we will add in lower and we subtract from upper. Sorry, we subtract here and we add in this. So like this we can make them. If we add here, 10.5 will come, and if we subtract from 11, then what will come? 10.5. Like this both the limits will come same. For this we require adjustment. Now next one is class size. The difference of upper limit and lower limit is known as class size. Now class mark. Class mark means mid value. We will take actual limits, upper limit and lower limit. We find their difference and divide by 2. If we are taking here 10 minus 0, 10 over 2, then 5. But here they are not in actual. First we have to change. So that's why what we will do, we have to find their actual class limits, and then afterwards we separate. We will take one of the class interval, we separate their limits and we divide by 2, and then we get mid value. Mid means between 1. The next one is cumulative frequency. When like this frequency is given, this is frequency. So to make cumulative frequency, what we will do? First group remain same. For next group we add the previous one and the next one. Means 5 plus 6, 11. Then 11 plus 5, 16. I repeat here again. If the frequency is given 5, 6 and 5, you have to find cumulative frequency. To find cumulative frequency, what we will do? The first class interval frequency remain same. So we write same as. To find the next group, 5 plus 6, 11. For third one, 11 plus 5, 16. This is cumulative frequency. If the cumulative frequency is given and you have to find frequency, the same method here we had added, there we will separate. 5 same, then 11 minus 5, 6, then 16 minus 11, 5. Like this you can find out cumulative frequency and frequencies. Now we will start our exercise 18th. In this exercise we will do the 5th question. What you have to find in this question? You have to find actual lower class limits and upper class limits, and you have to find mid values also. Means you have to find here 3 things: actual, lower limit, upper limit and mid value. So what we will do? These class intervals are given. First of all, you have to see whether the upper limit of first class equals to the lower limit of the second one. Here it is 19, here it is 20. See, they are not same. So we have to do adjustment. How to find out the adjustment? 20 minus 19 over 2. You can check here also. 30 minus 29, 40 minus 39. It gives us the same value. 1 over 2, that means 0.5. After finding the value of adjustment, what we will do? we'll take this number and to find actual limits, we will subtract from lower and we will add in upper. So actual class limits. As I told you, what we have to do? We have to subtract from lower and we have to add in upper. So lower is 10. 10 minus 0.5, 9.5. 19 plus 0.5, 19.5. Similarly here, 20 minus 0.5 and here 29.5. Here also from 30 we subtract and here we will add. So we will get 29.5 and in this 39.5 and 49.5. Now you can see that upper limit of the first class is equal to lower limit of the second one. So after adjustment we are getting the actual limits. So actual lower class limits you take these all four values 9.5, 19.5, 29.5 and 39.5. The second thing you have to find actual upper class limits. So actual upper class limits. You have to take these all four values 19.5, 29.5, 39.5 and 49.5. Now which third thing we have to find? We have to find its mid values. Mid values. Now how to find mid values? You can take the given class limits or you can take the actual class limits. Take first class interval and add them. 10 plus 19, what we will get? 29. Or here also when you add 19.5 with 9.5, what we are getting? We are getting the same. So you can take any, that is up to you. Otherwise 10 plus 19, now we are adding two class limits here, so we divide by 2. 29 over 2 and what we will get? You divide 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8.5. 14.5. You can do adding, otherwise you see their difference. 10 plus 10, 20. 20 plus 10, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. Similarly here 19 plus 10, 29. 29 plus 10, 39. 39 plus 10, 49. Means the difference is 10. So after finding one value, mid value, what you will do? You add 10 in this. So 14.5 plus 10, 24.5. Then next one 34.5 and the last one 44.5. Otherwise you add them 69 over 2, you divide what you will get. 40 plus 49, 89 over 2, divide and you will get 44.5. So our mid values are 14.5, 24.5, 34.5 and 44.5. Like this you can find out the answer. Now our next question, question number 8. In this question you have to find cumulative frequency distribution table. So what is given? Class intervals are given and frequency is given. To make cumulative frequency we can write as CF. As I told you that first class we will take same. Next one 12 plus 18, 30. The next one 30 plus 23, 53. 53 plus 15, 68 and 68 plus 10 means 78. Like this you can find out cumulative frequency. Our next question, question number 10. In this question you have to construct a frequency table from the following data. Marks are given and number of students are given. They said less than 10. How many students are getting less than 10? 6. Less than 20 means this group is also involved in this. 15 students. Less than 30 means all three together 30 students. Less than 40, these all for 39. Similarly, less than 50, 53 students means these all students are involved in this 53 included here. Similarly, less than 60 means the 70 students means total number of students are 70. So we have to make a frequency table. So first of all we will take class interval. This is the answer which I am telling you. Class interval. Now less than 10 means 0 to 10. Then now 10 is included here. So next group 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. First of all we have to make groups and we have to write as class intervals. Now you have to change in frequency. This is cumulative frequency as I told you, because as we are going forward, whoever there, how many students are there, all are included here. But here we have to take frequency. So less than 10 means the student, those are getting marks between 0 to 10 are 6. 10 to 20. Now these 6 students already we have excluded. Total students are 50. So 50 minus 6. 9. Here 30 minus 15. 39 minus 30. 53 minus 39. 70 minus 53. If you add these all frequencies, 6 plus 9, 15, 15 plus 15, 30, then 30 plus means next to next, like this we add 30 plus 9, 39, 39 plus 14, 53, 53 plus 17, 70. Otherwise you add these all frequencies, then also we are getting 70. That means total number of students were 70 there. So like this, by using the same formulas, same method, you can try the remaining sums of the exercise.